The second mistake that I see animal welfare organizations make on their Facebook pages and in social media is being a bully. And that means shutting down anyone who disagrees with you, freaking out when somebody criticizes you or even asks a question you suspect is critical, and especially if you get any kind of negative public reaction for something you did on your Facebook page, on your Twitter account, whatever. You will be punished relentlessly for being a bully in social media. It is against the culture of how social media works. And this veers a little bit off into something that's not really specifically related to social media, which is crisis PR. And I hope that all of you have thought about crisis PR, because it's how you respond publicly when you either have screwed up or people think you did. Every animal welfare organization, the entire animal welfare movement, needs to understand a little bit more than we do about crisis PR. And it is, a classic example, the pet food recall of 2007. Everybody who got caught in that was tarnished by it. You don't come out of these battles clean no matter what you do. But the companies that stood up and said, we screwed up, we're fixing it, we're changing our procedures, we're sorry, and here's what we're going to do to make it right, came out of it with their public reputations intact and have continued to be respected by consumers and people in the pet food industry. And companies that tried to blow it off, especially the smaller companies, lost their public reputations. To this day, at Pet Connection, the pet food safety is one of our top topics that we blog about, and we're kind of the go-to place whenever there's anything going wrong. And I'm telling you, those companies that did a bad job, every time some little tiny, virtually meaningless thing happens, everybody descends again like vultures and brings up every stupid thing that they did in the past. And the companies that stood up and were good, we never hear about them anymore, even when things go wrong. So I encourage you to, if you haven't already, make sure that you have some kind of understanding of crisis PR. There's a great article on it on the Maddie's Fund website. I did not include it in my resources, but the worst thing that you can do when somebody starts criticizing you is shutting them up. Don't delete their comment and ban them if all they've done is criticize you. If they are actually physically disrupting your page, in other words, if they're coming in and slamming you with dozens or hundreds of comments, by all means ban them. Ban them because they are disrupting your page and making it impossible for people to use it. But don't ban them because they have criticized you. As Bonnie pointed out, she's got a vehement critic there who actually gave her a fantastic idea. You just have to make sure that the person who is in charge of your social media understands that saying, you guys, ours suck, or I hate this, that, or the other thing that you did, or how can you have a, adoption event related to XYZ, it's offensive. You have to make sure that the person who is handling your social media doesn't just delete those and then ban the person, because that is bullying and it will get you nowhere.